So, jetzt Rhythmus bleiben, dranbleiben, klatschen. Max, geht los. Oh! Großen Applaus für Max. Ungewöhnlich ist ja fast überhaupt noch. Ihr seht hier auch so eine Zahl, da steht 30, was heißt 30 nicht? Das heißt, dass der Springer an 30 Sekunden gezeigt hat, dass er losspringen muss. Max hat das jetzt ein bisschen übertrieben, aber Max muss noch gesund sein. Ja, alles drauf dran. Also hat er gut gemacht und einen Riesenapplaus nochmal für Max. Ein Hallo zu Manuela und Johnson.
Yes, a very good morning to you from Will Downing and from Tulson Tollett. It is day 3 of these World Para-Athletics European Championships here from Berlin. It's a very lovely morning here. And we've got 6 events to be decided on the opening day, which will be all in the field for the first of the morning sessions. The women's discus throw, the F38, you'll see there's a lot going on here. Ireland's Noelle Lennon in this. Orla Barry having won the gold medal in the T57 discus last night. It's an absolutely beautiful morning here. Great crowd, and there's plenty here today to enjoy the entertainment and the 6 early titles. We've got 30 golds down for decision, and we've got the mascot here as well today. So now, Ingrid Preda in the women's discus F38. There's 4 going in this. So let's see how she does.
Throwing at 3, ranked number 2 in Europe, representing Germany.
Und als dritte Werferin die europäische Ranglistenzweite für Deutschland, Magdalena Wichmann.
So, Eva Berner, this lady's been for most of her career. She's Eva Discus now after marriage for the Czech Republic. That first effort by Kalman coming up. We're watching practice throws at the moment. And the 4 going in this room, Adamantiene of Lithuania, twice a world champion in long jump and javelin. She's never won a major discus trophy in her life. Now this is the defending European champion from Cork, from Charleville in North Cork, Noelle Lennon. Ireland winning 3 gold medals yesterday. That's not a bad practice throw over 30 metres. Orla Barry, very, very late last night when she won the gold. I'm afraid we're already off air by the time she got that over the line, so apologies if you weren't able to see that. But on the track, Jason Smith and Greta Stray-McKeety with victories in the 200 and the 1500 respectively. So here's the lineup of the various athletes. Actually, Greta Stray-McKeety's gold medal in the 1500 metres made the headlines. Top story on the TV news last night on national television and in the papers, not just in Ireland but in Lithuania's. Greta Stray-McKeety was born in Vilnius. Large write-up in for the main Lithuanian news website last night. And obviously Jason Smith has been writing his own headlines for aeons. So we've had the practice throws. This is the lineup for the women's discus. Ramon Adamatiene. It's a really interesting career. She's had gold in the long jump in 2011 in Christchurch, having won javelin gold back in 2006.
Vier Athletinnen haben wir hier und wir starten mit der ersten Werferin für Litauen, die Welt- oder Europarang vierte, Ramona Adamatiene.
She's from Klaipėda, on the coast, the third city in Lithuania, and moving marginally north in the Baltics, Ingrida Prede of Latvia. Gold in the discus back in the 2002 World Championships. She's from Jelgava. They had a major music festival there lately. Eva Tatinska of the Czech Republic, formerly Eva Berner. Twice she's been European champion, in 2012 in Stadskanaal and in 2014 in Swansea. And here is the reigning European champion from North Cork AC, Charleville in County Cork, for Ireland, Noelle Lenihan. Lifetime best and European record set this year, 32.17. But the officially ratified European record for now. Oh, and world record, 32.14, set in Grosseto a couple of years ago at the last European Championships. Awful lot of green in this competition. 2 green and 2 red singlets in this. So now the men's long jump T36, 3 going in this, 2 from Ukraine, the great Roman Pavlik and Alexander Litvinenko, and Anastasios for Greece, Petropoulos. No major medals in his career, but he's come very, very close. First major championship for Alexander Litvinenko. He's from the Odeskaya club. Anastasios Petropoulos of Greece. There's Litvinenko. 5:02 is lifetime best set this year. Anastasios Petropoulos, who finished 4th in the long jump in the last 2 consecutive European Championships, 2014 in Swansea, 2016 in Grosseto. Petropoulos has been knocking on the door. There's only gold and silver available in this because there are 3 who've got the qualifying mark. Roman Pavlik's been there before. 9 global gold medals in his career, 4 Paralympic Games, 5 in the World Championships. Lives in Lviv. This is T36. It's the second most impaired of the coordination impairment categories. We've got a morning of 6 field event finals and a great crowd in this morning too in this main stand. It's one of the vagaries of athletics. Most of the crowd are always the same size. The cameras, we've had a couple of thousand per session so far, and this is the first morning session we have had to date. So good morning from Will Downing, and a very quick good morning from Tulson Tollett.
Yeah, good morning, Will. Looking forward to this morning. As you said, 6 gold medals, all to be decided in the field. The youngsters are enjoying themselves. The athletes are up with the last-minute preparations. The weather is fantastic.
In each of the long jump attempts, see a 30-second timer halfway down the runway.
So over to the discus we go. It's Preda of Latvia.
So, Preda of Latvia in what's been a very intriguing competition so far.
Preda with her first throw of the competition. And that one is no throw. Let's go to the long jump.
So it's the first attempt for Litvinenko as he seeks to set the standard in the T36. Tons of field action. We're jumping from event to event in this. Litvinenko is 28 years old, and obviously there's so many different routes into para-sport for various athletes. And at the age of 28, he makes his major championship debut in para-athletics. That was a foul throw by Preda, by the way, in the discus to update you on that. Adamantani is leading on 20.74.
Yeah, Litvinenko is best set this year, 5.02. So he's first to go in the men's long jump T36 final. The man from Ukraine. And 5.41, a new championship record for Alexander Litvinenko, breaking also his lifetime best set this year in his first major championships. Anastasios Petropoulos, fourth in Swansea 4 years ago, and fourth in Grosseto 2 years ago. The mark has been set by Litvinenko, 5.41. Breaking Evgeny Tursunov's record set. And that there is out around the 5.5 metre mark, but it is a foul jump. You can see that. No jump for the Greeks first in this coordination impairment category. But they have given a score. 5.41 is equalled the championship record set a moment or two ago by Alexander Litvinenko. So a bit of confusion there. A foul at first, then given. Roman Pavlik, he's second of the Ukrainian athletes in this men's long jump T36 final. A man who knows a thing or two about this. He was the championship record holder until the first two went. So now what can he do? 5.33 it was coming into this. It's now 5.41 with the Greek Petropoulos and Litvinenko.
Well, actually, it's come up as a foul, but that has to be a system error. I can't imagine how he could possibly have fouled already, Pavlik.
Well, he's off. He's going to go. Let's watch him anyway.
Solid leap of 5 metres.
Won gold, of course, in the World Championships last year. Gold at the 2012 Paralympic Games in London as well. He likes that track. They won gold in Swansea 4 years ago. Bronze at the last Paralympic Games in Rio for Roman Pavlik. You saw his face there when he jumped. He didn't like it much at all when he got up.
Well, Petropoulos, his first round leap, which was given as a championship record 5.41, now coming up as a foul.
Well, we thought it was a foul at first, didn't we? They then gave it as a championship equaling record. They've now taken it away. Pavlich is in second place, though. 4.94, his first, so he wouldn't be happy not going over the 5 metre mark.
Litvinenko, that championship record, 5:41 in the opening round as we go into round 2.
The second throw there being measured for Litvinenko of Latvia. She had a foul in round 1, so she didn't place. And in the long jump, it's the event leader and the new championship record holder, Litvinenko.
Litvinenko with his second jump, currently in the lead. Championship record 5:41. Well, his second jump's way over the 5-metre mark as well. Roman Pavlik, who did hold the championship record, and 5:33 heading into this competition. Litvinenko took it off his compatriot in his very first jump, and that looks well up there as well. He likes it. Petropoulos, who is in third place, the Greek, was called a foul, was given a jump, then it was called a foul again. But it's the two Ukrainians with the marks on the board at the moment, and Litvinenko, as we await to see what his second jump will be. 5:93 is the world record, and the European record, that's held by Evgeny Tursunov. Well, 5:38, 3 centimetres shy of his championship record he set in the first round, but he is in first place still.
Petropoulos of Greece has now been called as a foul in that opening round, so yet to register a mark. Litvinenko with that championship record, 5:41 leading. Pavlik in second position with a 4:94. So Ukraine gold and silver at the moment. There will not be a bronze in this.
And over the discus circle, the event leader, new championship record holder coming back into the circle for a second throw, Litvinenko of Ireland.
Petropoulos halting his run-up. Remember, a coordination impairment event. Well, he clipped the front of the board. That was fine. That looks just shy of 5 meters, but it puts him in with a registered mark at the very least. 4:94 is where Pavlik is in the silver medal position at the moment.
Championship record 31.65 from round 1. European record is 31.99.
You can see alongside the longer runway, that's for the vision impairment version of this, which is one of those incredible things to watch. So, 4:69.
Congratulations.
He's on the board, and he is in third position. Good effort, needs to improve by about 30.
Roman Pavlik, his second attempt, 4:94 with his first. The man who did hold the championship record. He's the world champion as well. Let's see what his championship qualities are. Well, it's out there around the 5-metre mark.
Die weiße Flagge für Roman Pavlik, den Goldmedaillengewinner von London, und schauen, wie weit er gesprungen ist. Ist ja auf das Long Jump gekennzeichnete Board gucken, dann habt ihr gleich sein Ergebnis.
5:63 is his lifetime best. He's well off that mark at the moment. Certainly no problems with the board. Problems with the takeoff, though, as far as getting that distance. 5.09. He's improved on his opening jump, but he remains behind his Ukrainian compatriot, Litvinenko. He's in second place. And talking of Alexander Litvinenko, wonderful first jump. Not a bad second either. What does number 3 hold? Let's find out. Well, he's well behind the ball, but that's up there around the 5.50 mark again. Well, he took off some distance behind the board there, but he's getting plenty of distance.
Coming into the circle, the athlete in second place in the women's discus is Medalist of Czech Republic.
The 28-year-old.
29, her best in round 1.
As we await his third round score. Well, 5.48, he's improved and broken his own championship record by 7 centimetres. Litvinenko leads.
Women's discus, F38, Noel Lenihan. She's already thrown a championship record, 31.65, to go into the gold medal position for Ireland. And that one looks better. That is well beyond 30 metres for Noel Lenihan, the defending European champion.
31.65.
Leading at the moment by about 4 metres from Eva Datinska, and that is a new world record, 32.28.
Well, back to the long jump. T36 coordination impairment category. Anastasia Spatopoulos.
Lenihan again, this is her third round. Well, a championship record with the first throw, world record with the second. That's another monster, that looks further. She's having some morning. The reigning European champion, does she look satisfied? She ought to be. This is fantastic throwing early on. Eva Datinska is 5 metres behind in the silver medal position. She's won tons of gold medals in her career. Lenihan with that fabulous gold in Grosseto a couple of years ago. Silver in the World Championships in London last year. Bronze in the Paralympic Games in Rio. She's done it again. Her second world record of the morning, 32.95. Gold's looking good for Ireland again.
So here goes Roman Pavlich. Was the championship record holder. That one there is probably just over the 5 metre mark. He's not having the best of mornings. Here's Roman Pavlich. He's being out-jumped. He's being outmanoeuvred. He's being outplayed. Well, better on the board then. 5.09 with his second jump. Any improvement? Here comes your answer. No, it's not. 5.06. He stays second. He stays some distance behind the leader, Alexander Litvinenko, who's jumped so far 5.48. And there he is. So a championship record with his first jump, marginally less with his second, and then breaking his own championship record with his third.
So at the end of the third round, the order is being changed, with the leader jumping last and the third place athlete jumping first.
All 3 athletes there.
T36 long jump.
From left to right.
So 3 more jumps each.
Roman Pavlich. Petropoulos is up next from Greece, and Litvinenko is still sitting down to the right there of Ukraine, who's in the lead.
wird jetzt gesprungen, also der dritte zuerst, dann der zweite, dann der erste. 3 Versuche haben.
So fourth attempt for Anastasios Petropoulos. Men's long jump T36, coordination impairment.
So the Greek athlete looking for your support when the red flag is removed. Anastasios Petropoulos.
469, his only legal jump so far. 2 fouls. Controversy with his first one. Looked like a foul, was called, and then was given a mark, and then was called a foul again. Off he goes. That there is a foul. So 3 fouls now, so he's gone over the board there. In third position out of 3.
And 3 of his first 4 attempts have been fouls as well. You can just see there that it was sufficiently into the plasticine.
Sometimes they'll go to have a look to make sure. No need to have a look then. Confirmation of that 3rd foul for the Greek. Well, isn't it nice to see? School kids out. Holidays. I wouldn't know what that's like.
A long time ago.
Roman Pavlik. Best jump so far of 5:09.
Next to jump, he's in 2nd place in this fight.
No issues where he's landing on the board. The issue is on the actual takeoff itself. Just getting that distance. And that can happen in the coordination impairment category. And that one there is pretty similar as well. He almost stopped as he got to the board then. I think he mistimed his run somewhat. Just doesn't look fluid as he comes into the board. We just see a small double jump step there as he gets to the board just to make sure he doesn't foul and loses some distance because of it.
So a foul for Ava Datinska. She'll remain in 2nd place in round 4 of the women's discus. And next into the circle, she set 2 world records.
I think he's fairly confident that's not going to be much better than what he's got already.
Und im Diskus könnt ihr jetzt wieder die Daumen drücken. Vielleicht schafft es nochmal den jetzigen Rekord zu verbessern. Litvinenko ist zurück.
Well, 5:19, he has improved, but he hasn't improved enough, so he stays in 2nd position. Here's our leader, though. Alexander Litvinenko.
So let's get the rhythmic clapping going for Noel Lennon, the world record holder in the discus.
Und auf der Videowand könnt ihr es verfolgen, wenn es zu weit weg ist. Eure Unterstützung kämpfen für
Well, no, he's not happy with that one at all. He's not happy with that. He just lost his run-up as he came into the board then.
Just a quick glance across at the discus. Noah Lenihan's 4th throw under 30 metres, so you don't need to see that. And, well, in terms of Litvinenko's jump, he would probably say we didn't need to see that either. But he just pulled out of it. But it is a coordination impairment event. It will happen. And we've seen it on the track where so much effort is put in that the athletes will fade, will fall.
Well, his coach has had a bit of a chat with him. Hand goes across Litvinenko's face. He's taken the mark 450, but it doesn't matter because he still leads with a championship record. The jumper's quite lucky this morning. They're in the shaded area. It is going to get very, very warm as the afternoon goes on, that goes into the evening session. But the event here in the T36 long jump final. Well, they're happy. And they're in the shade as well. And here goes Anastasios Petropoulos. He's another foul. So that's 4 fouls now out of his 5 attempts. The only legal jump, 469. With his 2nd attempt, he has a lifetime best of 522. He's nowhere near that at the moment. There you go, confirmation 4 reds, 4 fouls. 3rd place.
It's time to get underway on the track with the heats of the men's T11 100 metres.
Well, it's time to move to the track. Just the 2 in the opening heat of 2 in the men's 100 metres T11.
Only the winner in each heat and the
Most visually impaired category. Both would be going with a guide.
In lane 3, the European number 2 ranked athlete representing Spain.
Gerard Descarrega Puigdevall of Spain. Lifetime best set this year of 11.67. He's already won gold in the long jump here. He came 4th in the 400 metres at the London World Championships just last year. And the man who was also in the long jump, coming in 5th position earlier in this competition, Martin Parejo Mazda. So 2 Spaniards. First will automatically qualify for the final, and then the next 2 fastest over the course of the heats will go through to the final. Timothy Adolphe of France, he is the European record holder. He will be running in the next heat. Championship record of 11.49, set 6 years ago. Well, he's the all-round athlete, isn't he? Descarrega Puigdevall normally runs over long distances. There's 1 long jump gold already here. In case you may have missed it over the course of the last few days, is probably one of the most bravest sport events you can ever see. Now we need silence here because the athletes need to be able to hear what is going on at the start. Now they'll tether themselves up to their guide, Descarrega Puigdevall, with Guillermo Rojo Gil. Martin Parejo Mazda with Albert Silva Commodore. Lifetime bests are quite similar. 11.67 for Descarrega Puigdevall and 11.61 for Parejo Mazda. So first to automatically qualify, and whoever finishes second will have to. Well, away they get at the first time, and it's Descarrega Puigdevall who gets away the slowest, but he's making up the time there on the inside. Parejo Mazda is getting through, but it's Descarrega Puigdevall who's going to take the win rather easily. 11.29, a new championship record as well, so that is turning out to be quite some European championships for Gerard Descarrega Puigdevall. He qualifies through to the final with a championship record of 11.29, breaking a record that was set 6 years ago by Elsjan Muradov of Azerbaijan in Stadskanaal in the Netherlands. Well, long jump gold through to the final of the men's T11 100 metres, and Gerard Descarrega Puigdevall, well, why wouldn't he be happy? You saw there on the outside, it was Martin Parejo Mazda who got away the quickest of the 2, but didn't he work there around the 30 or 40 metre mark? Descarrega Puigdevall. Synchronicity with his guide. Loosened off to go across the line. And that there is quite some run indeed. Championship record, 11.30. Descarrega Puigdevall, he's through to the final.
Well, not only that, lifetime best for both in the same race as we return next door, Petropolis in the long jump, and it is winding up. We're into the final round. Petropolis in 3rd position, 4.69. He's had 4 no jumps out of 5. We'll remind you again, it's coordination impairment event, and it's the second most restricted of save. Needs to break 5:10 to have a chance at the medals, and he just touched the board, and he gave 15 centimetres away. It's shy of 5 metres by the look of it. Pavlik is in second place, 5 metres 19. Litvinenko leading with that championship record, 5:48. He's broken that championship record twice, the one which had lasted quite a while going into these championships here in northeast Berlin. Petropoulos will get another mark on the board. It was Pavlik's championship record of 5:33 from 13 years ago. Espoo in Finland, that's where the Oya siblings come from in the T11s. And that's 4-4-4. And no more for Petropoulos. It's Ukraine gold and silver for sure, but in what order?
So confirmation there. It was a lifetime best for Discus and Puigdemont. It was a championship record, but he's been disqualified.
With the naked eye, I thought his guide was close to him, definitely, but we'll see.
Well, there's a turn-up, isn't it? The first event on the track in the morning, a disqualification after we thought we had a championship record. Here's a man who knows about championship records. He used to have one. Roman Pavlik of Ukraine. He's now going in the T36. He needs something. Well, it's around the 5 metre mark. We'll get confirmation as to why that was a disqualification for Discus Puigdemont of Spain in the T11 100 metres heat in a moment or two's time. But, well, it looked all right to me as he went across. This looked all right off the board as well. But it's not going to have the distance that Roman Pavlik needs.
Looks like it was a tethering issue. It may have been released too early, but the rule is 7-9, which is about tethering, which is the connection you have with your guide. That's a bit unfortunate. Loses the championship record then. So it goes back to Elchin Muradov from 6 years ago.
Into a strong headwind, so it's his longest jump.
Well, he's improved, 5:24, but it's not going to be enough. It does mean that Ukraine are going to get a 1-2, but it means it's not going to be for that man, Roman Pavlik, who also has lost his championship record. And that's the man he's lost it to, Alexander Litvinenko, 5:48. He is the championship record holder, no pressure at all. He has taken the gold medal. The crowd get him going. What can he come up with in jump number 6? He had a lifetime best of 5:02 coming into this. He smashed that. That looks like it's over the 5 metre mark. It's not going to improve on his championship record, but he is going to take the gold medal. He takes the plaudits of the crowd, blows the kisses. He is a European champion. Well, let's just enjoy the final jump of these championships for Alexander Litvinenko. Way back off the board. Well back off the board. Now, if he worked on that, who knows how far he can jump. It won't matter now.
It's not as far, but
as I said, no pressure on that jump. Certainly not as far as his earlier championship record jump.
And on the track, we're ready for heat 2 of the men's T11 100 metres.
As I said, he came into this with a lifetime of season best of 5:02. He's beaten on every single jump except one, 5:28 he finishes with. He is the European champion. He's also broken the championship record. There it is, the confirmation of that championship record of 5:48, breaking that mark 6 years ago. Litvinenko, the gold medalist, and Pavlik picks up silver.
Back next door to the track, heat 2 of the men's 100 metres T11, complete visual impairment, guides are mandatory. France, Turkey and Iceland all represented here.
In lane 3, world rank number 3 and European record holder representing France,
Timothy Adolphe. Well, could have won gold in the 200 and the 400 of the World Championships last year, but disqualified because the guide crossed the line ahead of him. Jeffrey Lamy is his guide today. He's the reigning European champion over 100 and 200. Turkey, silver in the last Europeans of the 200 meters 2 years ago. Mehmet Tunk, his guide Mehmet Tetik. It's from Bursa, famous football stadium there. And in lane 7, first major championship from Iceland, Patrekar Axelsson. His guide, Andrei Snær Olafsson. Former footballer, he has played in the Icelandic league in the top division for Leiknir of Reykjavik, but then vision problems. He's still a sportsman in the world para-athletics sphere. So the winner goes through automatically, plus the next 2 fastest losers. We've had a disqualification in the first heat. You do the maths. I wonder if these 3 have. The vagaries of the mathematics of it all. Desgregor Puigdeval having that championship record wiped, being disqualified, having won the opening heat. Victory instead going to Martin Preikomatha. So Adolf in 3, Tunk in 5, Axelsson in 7. Away first time, what a fine start in the middle by Mehmet Tunk and Mehmet Tetik is guide, but Adolf is away and clear. Class athlete for France, he's going to take it. And he wins it at a faller. Oh dear me, Axelsson's in trouble. Now, Tunk has finished in 2nd place. Axelsson's guide has gone, Olafsson. They could always get up and try and finish it, but the guide is down, and I don't think he's in a position to get back up. Adolf wins. That's a championship record. 11.16 is only 500ths outside his European record. And that is so unfortunate for the Icelandic pair. More about that in a moment. A wheelchair is out for the guide now. That was a really, really fast time championship record. I think the hamstring's gone by the looks of it. So in the right of your picture, this is Adolf. He's going to win. Take a look at the left. This is horrible for Andrei Olafsson, the guide, and the hamstring goes. And Axelsson goes as a result. Axelsson, had that injury happened right on the line and he crossed, would be through to the final. But not now. Adolf wins 11.16, so impressive. Mehmet Tunk goes through as well as the fastest loser. There's only going to be 3 in the final. Disqualification in the first heat, injury in the second. That's extraordinary. And Timothy Adolf, well, he had an incredible World Championships, having won gold and then disqualified because the guide crossed the line first, and then in the next final the very same thing happened. It's never dull in the T11.
And here's the new world record holder. Spend a big applause for Roald Navia.
Well, 5 started in the men's T11 100 metres. We should have had 4 in the final. We're only going to have 3. It's a tough old sport, T11. You saw the men's long jump already in this competition. The guide's so important. Unfortunately, the guide here won't be going again. This lady will be, though. Ingrida Prida of Latvia. Noel Lenehan of Ireland has broken the world record already in this a couple of times. So final attempt for the Latvian in 3rd position, 25.52 her best so far. That there though,
5:24.
It's gone wide.
Isn't going to be any better.
The competition, but he is in second place.
So no improvement for Prida.
Champion Alexander Litvinenko of Ukraine.
You can see there, out of bounds, well out to the right. So that's 3 fouls for her, the best of 25.52, third place.
Eva Datinska is the only athlete who can deny Noelle Lenihan the gold now. The former champion, and that will go no further. It is silver for Eva Datinska, bronze for Ingrida Preda, and it's a 4th gold for Ireland in 24 hours. Noelle Lenihan has retained a title. Eva Berner, fantastic athlete, great career, twice European champion, 4 Paralympic bronzes, a world silver, a world bronze.
The circle for her final throw. She's had 2 world records. She is the new
And that
European
almost
champion,
sliced the
Noelle Lenihan of Ireland.
pole in the cage. 3 fouls in a row, 27-29 was her best. So here's the European champion, twice over now. 2 world records set today, Noelle Lenihan. Can she go out with some lap of honour that bounces right on 30 metres?
2 world records in 6 throws.
Doesn't matter, Noelle Lenihan's got the crown. She's had no misses in the entire competition, which is impressive. F38, it's coordination impairment. It is the least impaired, but still, in terms of day-to-day life, quite a lot of restriction, as you can understand. Major congratulations to her again from Charleville and North Cork, with North Cork Athletics Club. She has done it again, having won the gold in Grosseto 2 years ago to be crowned European champion. The next job to successfully retain it, and that she has done. And she's still only 18 years old, turns 19 in November. European champion twice over. Great performing, and she's broken her own world record twice today. Can't say much better than that. 32.95, her new world record. It was 32.14 going into today. She'd already broken it this year. Set to be ratified. Doesn't need to be now. She's broken it twice again today. Datinska, the silver, Preda, the bronze.
Number 7, representing Turkey.
Let the celebrations begin.
Again, that's Greta Stray-Makiti, Jason Smith, Orla Barry, and now Noelle Lenihan with Irish goals, and Paul Keoghan, the other Irish competitor this week, from Meath, and definitely not from Dublin, as somebody mentioned last night. Finished 4th in his final. That's quite a return from their 5 athletes so far. 4 golds and a 4th place. Thumbs up across the board. Tricolours out. And Noelle Lenihan is the European champion again. Bronze in the Paralympic Games, silver in London at the World Championships last year. Doesn't turn 20 until after next year's World Championships. Actually, I think she might turn 20 whilst out in Doha. Or Dubai, should I say. Brilliant throwing by Lenihan. And consistency right across the board. Every single one of her throws would have won gold. Every one. And her fellow Corkonian, Orla Barry, winning gold last night, and another to come, Niamh McCarthy, who's been a commentary colleague of ours in London last year. Gold again for Noelle Lenihan for Ireland. World record at the top of the pile, 32.95 for Noelle Lenihan. Retains the title. Eva Datinska, silver for the Czech Republic. Ingrida Preda, the bronze for Latvia. Nice view from up there. We've got another disqualification. Mehmet Tunk in that second heat. Timothy Adolph is okay. Thankfully, 11.16. Remember, he was disqualified twice in major finals last year in the Worlds. It will be a two-man final. Everybody else has been nobbled. Adolfo and Pareko Massa, a straight shootout for the gold, but because there were 5 starters overall, silver will be awarded in that, and where the bronze goes, who knows? New competition for you now.
Women's shot put F32 from Germany. Hannah Wickman at her first major championships. (22 years of age. Lifetime best for her, set this year, 4:55. A seeded category, of course.
Now, the thing about this is it obviously takes a while for the athletes to be strapped in the chair, and they get all the throws at once in what is a severely restricted coordination impairment event.
And Moskalenko turned 18 just last week. So a nice way to celebrate if you could pick up a European Championship medal.
Have you chosen the shot? No.
So it's Germany who lead the way. Hannah Wickman. Hungary currently second and third. Moskalenko of Ukraine. And then we'll have Maria Stamatula of Greece, who will be the final competitor to go in the women's shot put F32 final.
Like this. Only this. It's not the fingers together, only the knuckles. You see?
So the obvious reason for all 6 throws being taken at once is it takes a while to have the athlete strapped into the chair. Once everyone's happy, the officials are happy, the athlete most importantly is happy. So Moskalenko with her opening throw.
She's from Dnipro, and you're given quite a bit of time to warm up as well. Bronze last year in London at the World Championship. She's in the club as well, which we'll be seeing a good bit of during the week. These are practice throws.
Just coming over and doing a bit of adjusting, you can see there with the spanner.
I have mine.
Yeah, a few nuts being tightened. A little bit more.
Such power goes through the athlete in the upper body that when they do this, that obviously that's the reason why everything has to be in the correct position. You don't want someone falling out of the seat.
You need a Formula 1 crew for something like this, though.
You do, actually.
Not that the athletes would wish to be rushed. There's still 2 to throw in this competition. Hannah Wickman, we've seen for Germany, leading on 4:45. She's from quite close to here, actually. Wickman from Gardelegen, which is on the main Berlin to Hanover rail line. Sategi of Hungary is in the silver medal position. Kalman of Hungary third, 3:22 and 3:20 respectively. I know a lot about German trains, so I can fill if we need it. You can't beat the Intercity Express.
So next on the track, it's the heats of the women's T11 200 meters.
We still have Stamatula of Greece to go after Moskalenko has her efforts. And perennially, they're quite high in terms of the most successful nations in para-athletics, both at the Europeans and on a global basis.
Let's get ready to welcome the athletes.
So here is the former world champion who we'll be seeing shortly from Athens. World champion back in 2006.
Does hold the championship record though. Stamatula is having a rest while the bronze medalist from London last year, Moskalenko, gets her campaign underway shortly. You saw the marks out for the European and the world record out to the left of the screen there a moment or two ago. You'll see when we go back to the wider shot.
She's got a lifetime best of 5:38, which if she comes anywhere near that would put her into the lead now and guarantee her at least silver. You see the clock for 30 seconds, which will start counting down when her first official throw is on the way. It's really impressive, the talent spotting program they have. They and Britain and Germany of the European nations tend to have the largest squads here, which is very, very impressive. She's got the second longest lifetime best of the entire field. Stamatula's got that. She's got the championship record. She's got the best season's best as well. We'll tell you how she fares soon.
That's because we're off to the track. The women's 200 metres T11. First heat of two for the most visually impaired category. We saw the men a moment ago in the 100 metres. It's now the women's turn in the 200 metres in the same category. Libby Clegg, world record and European world record holder, not here. She pulled out 48 hours before the event due to an injury to her guide. That lady from Turkey is here, Osna Alamur, 2014 European Championships, won gold. The 100, 200, 400, that lady there, Joanne Majeur, she's also the reigning European champion in this event. Also taking gold over 1,500 metres in London last year. And then on the inside, Victoria Carlson, she's already claimed long jump gold yesterday at these championships with a championship record, now going for a place in the final of the 200 metres event. Based in Gothenburg. Today, she's in Berlin. The first in this out of three automatically qualifies the next two fastest to the final. But we have seen in the men's heats of the 100 metres that finishing the T11 is not always as easy a task as it seems. You can be disqualified rather easily if your guide and yourself are not working together, or if injury occurs. So Carlson in three, Majeur of Poland, the reigning champion in this event, who goes from lane 5, and Osna Alamur of Turkey, the 2014 champion, will go from lane 7. So the first automatically goes through, and Carlson on the inside got away very quickly indeed. Joanne Majeur also is all right getting away there. Pretty level at the moment, not much to split between them. Carlson's actually dropping back as Joanna Majeur, who's coming through there in lane 5 with her guide, is doing a rather good job. And on the outside there, it's only going to be the first that goes through. Alamur of Turkey is sneaking up there, but it's going to be Joanna Jamur of Poland with her guy who goes through, Mikhail Stavitsky, who just lets it go across the line. So it is a time of 28:49. Nowhere near the world record or the European record of Libby Clegg, who won't be at these championships, but Joanna Majeur of Poland will go through with her guy Mikhail Stavitsky, who was outstanding, it has to be said, at the World Championships last year. That combination, they were absolutely brilliant. I remember them in the 1,500 metres they wouldn't be headed at all. And they've done the job here in this opening heat. The women's 200 metres T11 just going down the straight there. It looked like the 2014 champion. Osna Alamur on the outside with her guide Mohamed Emin Tan. We're going to take it, but Stavitsky just lets Joanna Major across the line, and they did it quite easily indeed. So she automatically qualifies. It's going to be up to what happens in the next heat to see whether Alamur of Turkey goes through as well. The next two fastest will advance. So unless we see something very, very quick in the second heat, the Turkish athletes should go through. Carlson there just trailing in from behind. Happy days indeed. Wave to the crowd. Through to the final she goes. So confirmation of Joanna Major, season best for her, qualifying through in 28.48. Alamur in second place. Carlson, the lifetime best in third.
So Moselenko, it's a third attempt. Having thrown 5.27 a few moments ago, which has put her into the lead. Let's see if she can improve on that live. Well, that's a decent one. That's around 6 meters, just shy of it. The championship record dates from 4 years ago for Maria Stamatula with the 5.62. 5.24, 5.27 for Moselenko so far to put her into the lead, and it will be at least a silver for her. Nice warm morning here, slight breeze at this Frederick Ludwig Jan Sport Park, home of Dynamo Berlin. Championship record 5.65, and that's the way to put herself in the gold medal position.
And it's a championship record for Moselenko.
Dynamo Berlin, because these championships are here, they always kick off the German football season with the first round of the cup, and the big clubs are always drawn, normally away to smaller sides. So FC Cologne, who were champions not very long ago, they're in the second flight now, they were away to Dynamo Berlin. They played that across town because obviously we've got the Paralympics Championships here. They played it Sunday at the Olympic Stadium. Dynamo Berlin took the lead, lower division side, 1-0 up, and then conceded the next 9 goals. Lost 9-1 to FC Cologne, who are known as the Goats. So Moselenko in front with 1 to throw. That's another really solid effort. In and around that 5.65 mark again in these European Championships. You can see that European record mark, which is 6.55, and Catherine Proudfoot with the world record set in Sydney last year, 7 meters 04. This is the second most restricted of the coordination impairment categories, seated throwing. The 31s to the 38s. 5.52 is still good. All of her throws so far would put her into this gold medal position with 1 to throw. And it's always, in these competitions, the highest seeded or the defending champion who gets to throw last, and that will be Maria Stamatula. That's another good throw. And obviously the reason for that is, well, if you send the best athlete in the field out on paper first, well, they lead for the entire competition.
So could the team trainer from Iceland please head to the medical centre? The team manager, team trainer from Iceland, please go to the medical centre.
The analogy of saving the best to last.
Well, at least she'll have some work to do to get her championship record back if she wants it.
5:48 is another very good try by Moskalenko. It's a lovely stadium, warm day, and this, the 100 meters champion from last night, Katrin Müller-Rothgart, who we will be seeing in the long jump very, very shortly. Born in Duisburg and lives in Bochum. We've got these great multi-sport clubs in Germany. Listen, lots of nations obviously have. Real Madrid and Barcelona have got handball and athletics, cycling, volleyball. Bayer Leverkusen obviously have a very good para-athletics program. So do Sporting Club de Portugal, as we'll have seen last night. Katrin Müller-Rothgart, one of the prime German performers so far this week.
Don't be fooled, this is just a warm-up.
So this is T12, it's medium visual impairment. On the track you can have a guide if you wish, and she does. The main tier of the main stand is absolutely full this morning. Always fabulous to see. So there's 5 in this, 3 from Spain. Sara Martinez, the twice European champion. Müller-Rothgart winning bronze in this 2 years ago. Already seen Alba Garcia Fallaghan in the 100 meters final. She finished 4th in that. It's the first major championship. She's only 16. The view from across town. That's perched near the Brandenburg Gate. It's a goal so far today for Ireland and for Ukraine. 2 in this heat of the women's 200 metres T11. The winner to go through. We've already seen Leah Bell Quintana in the final of the long jump. Finished 4th last night. Her guide is also her partner in life as well as running, David Alonso. She's in lane 5 and in 3. First major championship for the former rhythmic gymnast, Sako Miguela Ortiz, and her guide, Aita Finez Maranon. 200 meters T11, complete visual impairment guides are mandatory. Leah Bell Quintana was a T12, which is medium visual impairment, but as you can imagine, over the years, her eyesight unfortunately has deteriorated, so T11 now. They have to wear the blindfolds as well, just in case. This is proper competitive sport after all.
On your mark.
How happy will she be at the end of it? Winner going through along with the 2 fastest losers. Alan Moore has been disqualified from that first heat. Victoria Carlson was 2nd in the opener, 30.72. So away we go, first time of asking. Mangura in 3, Bell Quintana in 5. Bell Quintana's got up to a very, very solid start, having finished 4th in the long jump last night. An engrossing competition that was, and she's well out in front in this. Mangura Ortiz doesn't need a very fast time in order to go through as the fastest loser. Bell Quintana is going to take this. 28.54 with Mangura in 2nd position. They will both go through with those times, and that will do nicely. It's outside of season's best by about 1/4 of a second. That's ratified now as 28.54, 30.50 for Mungira Ortiz. So they'll be jousting with Joanna Mazur in the final. And Victoria Carlson, who had such a great time in that long jump last night. Quite a margin in the end for Biel Quintana. She didn't need to go very fast. Evan Alonso, her other half, will have told her just to ease up. No real point in overexerting too much. Guide's got it right there in releasing in time. It was a tethering issue again for Alamour. May have been released too early. You've seen that Mungira Finesse would have had the bindings, and Biel Quintana and Alonso were holding hands. But they're allowed. Very strong tether, actually. But Biel Quintana gets the victory anyway, 28.54. And they're both into the final. Spain with 2 representatives then, Sweden 1, Poland 1, Mazur and Carson have got really good track record. So Biel Quintana wins, 28.54, joined in the final by Izako Mungira.
Max, wir versuchen das nochmal mit der Welle. Komm, da hinten geht's los. Also, auf geht's. Und in die Sonne. Das ist Berlin. Dankeschön.
And these are our 4 finalists.
The Para Panda. Good to see he's made an appearance on day 3. Plenty of love in the stadium.
Just wondering when Berlino's going to barge in.
More field action on Wednesday morning than actual action on the track. 6 gold medals in the field. Some have already been decided. 30 gold medals in the evening session. It will get very, very frenetic indeed. Stamatula in the women's shot put F32. She was the championship record holder. Well, that one's out over the 6 metre mark. 5.62 was her championship record. That was taken from Moskalenko. And that's gone over the 6 metre mark, so she's definitely going to break the championship record. 6.34. She has a lifetime best of 6.61. She has the championship record. She's in the gold medal position already.
There's no one left to throw in that. So, she's the champion. What a great feeling to do that with your very first throw. Here's the start list for the women's long jump. T12, medium visual impairment. Katrin Muller-Rotka taking the 100 metres title last night. Sara Martinez of Spain has won the last 2 European crowns in Swansea in 2014 and Grosseto 2 years ago. Silver in the long jump last year at the World Championships in London. A bronze 2 years before that in Doha, bronze 2 years before that in Lyon. And the introductions to follow. So 5 in this final, the women's long jump T12, 4th in the 100 metres last night, first major championship, lives in Madrid, but born in Alcalá Henares, very well worth visiting. Great historic city, Alba Garcia. Silver at the last Europeans 2 years ago in Grosseto. She's the former bronze medalist at 1 Paralympic Games and 2 World Championships for Belarus, Anna Kanya. Perennially a medalist in the 100 metres and the long jump. Can she add another to the collection? Fernandez of Spain. Silver and bronze previously at the European Championships. The new 100 metres champion, having won it 2 years ago as well. Bronze in the long jump last time. Catherine Muller-Rothgart for Germany. Well supported too. And having won the last 2 European titles in the long jump for Spain, Sara Martinez. Sarah Roldan will be well watched in this as well, having won bronze in the long jump in Swansea 4 years ago, 4th in Grosseto, but did win bronze in the 100 metres. She's never won an individual medal on the world stage, but has won a relay one.
The women's shot put F32. There are the final standings. Championship record for Stamatula, European champion. It was broken by Moskalenko, but she had to be satisfied with a lifetime best, who takes the silver medal. There she is, Stamatula. Silver in the European Championships 4 years ago. World champion back in 2006. She's been around for a while. That championship record, as I said, she set in Swansea 4 years ago. It was broken today, but she claimed it back with her very first attempt. Silver at the World Championships last year, but gold here at the Europeans as we await the start of the women's long jump T12 final. 5 in the field. Home favourite, of course, Catherine Muller-Rothgart. The marks are set. The athletes are ready. On what is a gorgeous day in the German capital. So 6 gold medals in the field. 30 taking place in the evening. The evening session getting underway at 5:30 p.m. local time. 15:30 GMT. Will take us through until around 8:15 p.m. local time this evening.
Absolutely glorious morning here. Very warm yesterday, quite warm this morning. You may remember at the European Athletics Championships cross town at the Olympiastadion a fortnight ago, it hit as high as 38. Now, so we have a young, enthusiastic crowd. And Garcia Fallaghan just reminding them, I guess the announcer will as well. A little bit of silence required. She's done well. She'd be a great school teacher. She's still in secondary school. She's 16. Garcia Fallaghan, first attempt then in this T12 long jump. Decent attempt. So you'll see the long launch pad, which is done out in chalk, and they measure from the tip of the toe to the first indentation in the sand. No markings on the side, because obviously they can start measuring from anywhere. We always get told who the guides are in the track events, but sadly not the field. I'm sure there's a good reason for that. But she's been well guided in this, and that sets the standard in this long jump competition. And where she's from is one of those great historic sites in Spain with majestic palaces every time you turn the corner. Lives in Madrid now, which is also fantastic.
This is the first time today.
Never had a major championship in Madrid. Here's Kaniuk of Belarus. Oh, and she went a long way into the chalk. I think she's okay. I think she'll get the white flag, and she has. 5th in the long jump of the World Championships in London. She won silver in this 2 years ago, and all those bronzes from previous World Championships, 2011 in Christchurch, 02, and also the 04 Paralympic Games in Athens. Born and raised and currently lives in Grodno. 4:05, setting the standard for Alba Garcia.
Well, I'd like to see that from Kaniuk and just see how close she actually went to the end. It looked mighty tight indeed. Doesn't matter, it's legal. Oh, wonderful.
It takes a long time to measure these things, but Kaniuk, 4:95 into the lead. The European champion Kaniuk in 2012.
So Sarah Fernandez, well done. Bronze medalist in 2014. 6th at last year's World Championships. That's a legal jump, given the white flag. No issues whatsoever there. This is the medium visual impairment category. T11s have been on the track this morning in both the men's and the women's. T12s now at the long jump pit. Up to second place, Fernandez, well done, 4.50. She overtakes Garcia Fallaghan. Now here's the one they've all come to see, Katja Muller-Rothgart in front of the crowd here, who will be cheering her on. She's won 100 metres gold already at these championships. She's now going for the long jump title. And that's tight.
That is being closely watched.
Given the white flag, though. Well, she pushed the boundaries there. Bronze at the last European Championships in Grosseto over that lady, Katrin Muller-Rothgart. Just up there, checking things out. She won silver in Swansea 4 years ago. Just missed out on the medal at the World Championships last year. As I said, she's already claimed one gold here in the 100 metres on day 2 yesterday. Well, that can't be much tighter, can it? That can't be much tighter. She goes into second place, 4.92. Season best of 4.96, so only 4 centimetres shy of that. She's in the self-medal position at present. 3 centimetres off Anna Kaniuk of Belarus, who leads. Sara Martinez, the third of the Spanish athletes out of 5 with her first attempt. bronze at the last 2 World Championships. That's pushed the boundaries as well. She is the reigning European champion at both the last 2 championships, in fact, in Swansea and in Grosseto in 2016, 2014 in Swansea. So close to getting a Paralympic medal as well 2 years ago in Rio, 4th there. So all the athletes have legal first round jumps, and they've all been very, very tight as well, up to the edge of the board.
Yes, we have 5 metres and 33.
So it's Martinez with her first jump, and 5:33 for her, so she goes into the lead after jump number 1. Lifetime best for her, 5:66. So another 33 centimetres to get to that, but she'll be happy going into the lead after the first round. So it's Martinez first, Kanyuk of Belarus who's second, and it's Katrin Müller-Ruttgart of Germany, the local favourite, who's in 3rd position at present. Garcia Falagan in 5th position after round 1, 4:05. As you can see, she looks for the silence of the crowd. Well, no issues with the takeoff. Around the middle of the board. At the naked eye, they're not too sure whether she's actually improved on her first jump, the 16-year-old. I talked about Müller-Ruttgart winning that 100 metres yesterday. This lady here finished in 4th position in the 100. Aiming for higher in the long jump. Doesn't improve though. 1 centimetre less than her initial attempt. She's in 5th position. So time to head back to the track for the opening heat in the men's 200 metres T37. Mikhail Kokowski already claimed gold here over 400 metres. He's now looking to get through to the final in the 200 metres category.
Inline 7, representing Belgium.
So Ruben Persoons of Belgium played for Anderlecht at youth level. He's got 2 brothers who've also played professional football as well. From Slovakia, Benjamin Erban, the 28-year-old, speaks 5 languages. 100 metres bronze back in 2016. He's been competing for 9 years. This man, Mikhail Kokowski, I said there, he's already won the 400 metres gold here at these championships. He was 5th last year at the World Championships in the 200 metres in London. Yaroslav Okopinski, he won the silver behind Kokowski yesterday in that 400 metres. His first major championships, a lifetime best in that 400. And Ireland's Paul Giogan, 4th in the 400 metres, just missing out on a medal there for the man from County Meath. He was 7th last year in the World Championships. He missed Grosseto due to illness. The first 3 will qualify automatically from each heat, and it will be the next 2 fastest over those 2 heats that does advance through to the final. This the coordination impairment category, so you may well see the athletes tighten up somewhat as they come down towards the finishing line when they're putting in that effort. So Kyogen in 3, Okapinski in 4, Kokowski in 5, Urban of Slovakia in 6, and Persoons of Belgium, who will go from lane 7. And they all jump, and Kyogen gets away very quickly indeed. The man from Ireland, Paul Kyogen, he's raced up on the inside. Just inside of him, it's also Okapinski of Ukraine who's moved out into the lead. So Okapinski leads from Kyogen, and it's Kokowski in 3rd position. It will be the first 3 who automatically go through, and it is going to be Yaroslav Okapinski, who won the silver medal in the 400 metres, who goes through in 1st position, 24.85 the time. Paul Kyogen of Ireland in 2nd, and the other automatic qualifier will be Kokowski. As we go back to the long jump, and Katrin Müller-Rothgard of Germany, she's in 3rd position heading in to the 2nd round. 4.92 with her first jump. The leader, Sara Martinez of Spain, in 5.33. Müller-Rothgard with her second, 4.92 with the first one, lifetime best of 5.49. Tight again to the edge of the board. $4.89, no improvement. She stays in 3rd position.
Well, she's not far off the silver medal position of Kaniuk at the moment, only 3 centimetres.
Yaroslav Okapinski, first in the men's 200 metres T37. Lifetime best of 24.86 for Okapinski.
Martinez in the long jump. Leading and aiming for a 3rd European title in a row. Kaniuk could win the previous one in 2012. Born and lives in Madrid. Fuenlabrada, her club, winning major championship medals going back to 2012, and she won bronze when Kaniuk took that title in Stadskanaal in 2012, when the European Championships were revived after a 7-year break. The championships have grown exponentially since then. Swansea the first ones to be televised. We've got really good crowds in Grosseto. These are the best crowds we've ever had. The main stand here is just about full, as you will have seen. A couple of thousand in for a morning session. That's fantastic. They love their athletics in Germany. We've known that for a long time. Here goes Martinez. A solid jump. 5.33 in the opening round. Still a bit shy of her season's best, which is 5.49. She's the best season's best, not the best lifetime best. Kaniuk is beyond that. They've competed against each other for a long time. And those European triumphs earned in Swansea and Grosseto. The best European athlete in her class. Pitched the jump perfectly well, and the measurement obviously starts from the end of the chalk dust. But she's not improved. 5.17 meters, still in the lead. So back to the track for the 200 metres T37. This is the opening heat, and good margin of victory in the end for Yaroslav Okapinski, ahead of Ireland's Paul Kyogen in 2nd place. Kokowski of Poland taking 3rd position. Ruben Persson's brother, by the way, Cohen, was the captain at Lokeren for a few seasons, moved to Leuven last year. They're in the 2nd flight in Belgium now.
The confirmation there of the result. Okapinski with a lifetime best 24.86, Kyogen in 3rd, and Kokowski the 3rd automatic qualifier.
Garcia. As we go into the next round, arriba, round 3 of the 6, 4:05, 5th position. .405, 4:04. Maybe needs to be a bit more speedy on the runway. Spain in 1st, 4th and 5th positions right now. Fernandez Roldan, we'll see shortly, is 42 centimeters off bronze. Muller Rockat always seeking silence. Which is obviously fair enough. She needs to hear the guide and doesn't want interference, additional noise, drowning them out, or interfering with the sound waves. And Garcia Falcon in 5th position. Kanya didn't waste her time on the runway. 4:95 in the opening round, but finds herself quite a bit off gold. 38 centimeters behind. The top 2 right now, the top 2 as they were 2 years ago in Grosseto, in that order. Martinez leading Kanyuk.
Well, Kanyuk has the best ever lifetime best out of these athletes here of 5:83. If she can get anywhere near that. She hasn't though. 5:04, 2nd position for the Belarusian.
So heat 2 then of the men's 200 metres T37 features the world bronze medalist from last year, Commonwealth Games bronze medalist from this year, and here he is, Rhys Jones. He goes in lane 6. Actually, that bronze was from Glasgow 4 years ago. He was 7th in this year's final in Gold Coast. Bronze in Swansea as well. The Europeans 2014. Performance best on British soil then. Renaud Clerc, that dramatic bronze in the 400 metres last night. He pipped the Iceman Kyogen on the line. Goes in lane 5 here. Lane 4 for Ukraine. Bronze in the 100 and the long jump of the World Championships in London last year, Vladislav Jarabelny. And in lane 3, first major championship for the Dane, Noah Bak Pedersen. Started as an athlete in an able-bodied competition in Lanzarote whilst he was on holiday. He said, well, might try this. While away in afternoon, and turned out he was quite good at it. He's with Amager Athletics Club in Denmark. He's in 3, Jones in 6. Top 3 to go through, and the next 2 fastest overall. So Bak Pedersen in 3, Zabrabelny in 4, Clerc in 5, Rhys Jones in lane 6. This men's 200 metres T37. The only British athlete, Jones, competing this morning. Away they go, first time. What a start by Zabrabelny. Bronze in the 100 metres on the track in London last year. Jones going very well also for Great Britain. They'll straighten up, and Jones is well clear. Zabrabelny in 2nd place, Bak Pedersen in 3rd. It'll tighten up as the top 3 going through. Zabrabelny fancies taking the heat win, and he might just do it too. 24:44. Zabrabelny of the Ukraine ahead of Rhys Jones for Great Britain. Really tight on the line between the 2 of them. They'll both progress, and it doesn't really matter in what order. But the Ukrainian just nudging that. It's been rounded down unusually. 24:45 official. But it is Vladislav Zabrabelny who gets the win by a very slender margin under Rhys Jones, who was well in control of that for a long time. 24:52 for Jones in the end, 0.07 of a second between them. Zabrabelny, who's 26. takes the win. Lifetime best as well by a long way, 24:45. Back Pedersen progressed decently, good start by the Dane. He'll also go through. And Jones well clear at this stage, but maybe a little bit of pride psychologically that Sarah Belnier from Dnipro fancied. It's one of the main para-sport locations in Ukraine where a lot of the athletes are based. Darted past Jones on the line. He was well clear for a lot of that, but not at the end. It's academic, they're all through anyway. So Rebelny gets the victory, lifetime best, 24:45. Jones in second, also through. Back Pedersen also through with a lifetime best. And these, the 8 through to the final. Clerc and Urban were the next fastest. Sarah Belny with the swiftest time of the lot. Jones would have had it otherwise. These people don't work in television if they've never heard of a beauty shot.
Well, there's the long jump. Women's long jump T12 was the last of the events taking place on this morning, and there is the local favourite, Katrin Muller-Rotka, won 100 metres gold in the T12 category yesterday. Hasn't had the greatest of mornings for Germany in this event. The first two were legal jumps. The third, foul. That's the lady who leads, you just saw there, Martinez of Spain. 3 Spaniards taking place there, the other two. Fernandez Roldan and Garcia Fallaghan, the 16-year-old on the right of the screen there. He's currently languishing in 5th position.
We've had 3 rounds of the 6. Now, Katrin Muller-Rotka and Sarah Fernandez Roldan have both jumped 492. Fernandez Roldan in that the 3rd round that we've just had. Muller-Rotka ahead on countback. Her second attempt has been further, so she's in the bronze medal position for now, ahead of Fernandez Roldan. A lot of activity at the front because our mascot, the Pandas, right alongside. They love their bears here. Hertha Berlin have got a bear as their mascot as well. Normally play at the Stadion. And it's down to them that a lot of the main athletics tracks in the world are now blue, because when they were reconverting the stadium ahead of the 2006 World Cup and with the IAAF World Athletics Championships coming up in 2009, Hertha would only agree to a relayed athletics track as long as it was blue. And then Usain Bolt set all those world records in the 100 and the 200. I think maybe the relay as well, actually, there. Blue track. Now everybody fancies a blue track. What's the panda's name?
Parapanda. That's what it says. That's what I'm going with. Garcia Fallaghan, her 4th attempt. As per is her want, she gets silence from the crowd. Hard to keep school kids quiet. There's plenty of them in.
Alba! Alba! Bien, 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 bien. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, arriba.
No problems off the board. Still not the distance she'd like, though. just see these events, they take a little while longer because the athletes need to get that silence from the crowd. Garcia Falligan there with her guy with her in the orange vest. So 3.96 this time, under the 4 metre mark. She stays bottom of the pack in 5th position. Sarah Fernandez, well done. In her last jump, she set a season best, 4.92. Her lifetime best is 1 centimetre further than that, at 4.93. If she can get to 4.93, she will be into the bronze medal position. Currently occupied by Katrin Muller-Rotgard. Just seemed to decelerate though as she hit the board. You see her straight up there asking the questions of the coach. Just seemed to stutter as she was coming into the jumping position. Lost her momentum, lost her speed. Just there.
So, ich weiß nicht, wo der Max ist, aber ich weiß, wo die Katrin Müller-Rotgard ist. Und die braucht jetzt 5 Meter. Und ihr helft ihr jetzt. Gleiches im Land.
So 4.29. Well down the last jump. She's 4th.
And this is round 4 of the 6th. There's still a lot to go in this competition. Katrin Muller-Rotgard, the 100 metres champion, going now. I wonder if she's aware there's a big beast behind her. Aiming for a big double here. It's Handback currently that has her in the bronze medal position. Nice attempt. She's fantastically supported here from the Ruhr Valley. Wattenscheid is her club. 4.92, 4.89, the 2 attempts that have her in 3rd right now. And as Roldan was not able to get anything sufficient to drag her up into 3rd place. A 4.89 as well for Fernandez Roldan. Actually would have put her up there for the simple reason that she has a 3rd jump to her name. Muller-Rotgard with a foul in round 3. This was a solid one. Again, it's shy of 5 metres. $4.77, and she stays in the bronze medal position. She's 12 centimetres off Kanyuk in silver. And here she is, the 2012 champion. Kanyuk with the longest of the lifetime best, but she's been off that form quite a bit today. She used the launch area very well. She's 29 centimetres off Martinez in gold. The smile suggests she feels she's getting there. Kanyuk's season best of 5.22 would be knocking on the door of gold here, but would not yet be enough. That was actually her shortest leap of the competition. 4.69. Stays in silver. Martinez.
Event leader, Sarah Martinez of Spain.
Still in the gold medal position.
In the long jump. Her best so far, 5 meters 33.
.533, her best of the day. It was her first attempt as well. That's quite close. It'll be studied. It's a white flag though. It's a nice attempt. Each of her jumps to date would have her in the gold medal position, even her worst, which was 5.17. Martinez is 28. Madriljena
coming up for George Tischner of Austria in the shot put. He's moved up into second place.
Aber im Kugelstoß in der 54 ist Georg Tischner jetzt mit seinem letzten Versuch mit 8 Meter.
Impressive technique for somebody of medium visual impairment to keep on a straight path. That's again a good attempt. 5.24, her second best of the competition. Still in gold.
So Garcia Fallaghan with her 5th attempt has plenty of work to do. The 16-year-old lifetime best set this year, 4.51. Her best to date is only 4.05, so 46 centimetres still left to make if she's to get to that lifetime best. Even then, if she got that, she would be well behind where 4th position is, but that is a legal jump. But unlikely to see that actually improving her current position, which is at the bottom of the pack in 5th.
So we're about to start round 5 out of 6 in the women's long jump with Alba Garcia Fallaghan of Spain.
Encouraged to take up the sport by a member of the Spanish National Organisation of the Blind. 4.11 for her. Her best so far, but she stays in 5th position. Sara Fernandez, well done. Season best for her with a 3rd. Took up the sport at the age of 8 in Seville. And that is a red flag over the board. So the second foul was seen in this competition so far. Laura Rutgard with her 3rd jump was a foul for her. You'll be able to see here, just slightly over. It wasn't much in it, but it was enough. So a foul in the 5th jump for Sara Fernandez Roldan, which means she stays in 4th position.
The reigning world champion Oksana Zubkovska of Ukraine doesn't tend to compete in European Championships. She's won 2 Paralympic Games crowns, 2 world titles, the last 2 world championships. So opens the door for Martinez to retain her crown, for Kaniuk to maybe get a second. And Muller Rock got her first, but she needs a leap of her life. It's heading out again towards 5 metres. It's obviously hard to judge with the naked eye because you've 2 variable measuring points. Really popular champion in the 100 metres, obviously, for Germany last night. Well, she started well, 4.92, and it's been ever-decreasing circles since then. That's her best, and that sends her up into the silver medal position. 5 metres, 0.6. Germany have 2 gold medals so far. She's got one of them, 10 medals overall. Might be on the way to another one. Kaniuk now.
Kaniuk was in the silver medal position. That one there. been given the white flag. It was pushing the board. The lady from Białystok. That's where her senior debut was made. Well, Muller Rotgard has got the crowd going. How has Kanyuk responded? No problems at all. Perfect with the takeoff. But she hasn't improved, 5:02, so she remains in the bronze medal position. Muller Rotgard is second, and this lady is first. And her penultimate jump, Sara Martinez, 5:33, her best. That was with her very first jump.
The attempt to extend the lead. She went a good bit out in the chalk. Nobody yet suffering a foul by Muller Rotgard and Fernandez Roldan, and only one on each occasion. Martinez got a white flag there.
Well, Muller Rotgard with that 5:06, a season best for her. She's going to have to be going some, though, above that season best if she's to catch 5:33. She's got some work to do. We're going to be heading into the final round of jumps once we're given the measurement for Martinez. That was tight. And I said Muller Rotgard's going to have some work to do to catch 5:33. She's now got to catch 5:42. Martinez has improved her distance by 9 centimetres. She now leads in first place by some.
She's on the brink of the gold medal. 1 round to go, and she leads by 36 centimetres with Muller Rotgard in silver.
Going for a third European Championship gold in this event in a row. Silencio is the call for Garcia Faligan.
Well, the European Para Swimming Championships on in Dublin last week ended on Sunday. Just flicking through the channels here in Germany when we arrived, and Spanish TV, the national channel TVE, and the news channel are giving major attention to the Spanish successes in the pool in Dublin, up in Abbottstown, and they'll be doing the same here definitely for Sara Martinez. Garcia Faligan is 16 years old. There's a long career ahead of her. It's a major championship debut. She's in 5th position, and there will be a time in the future when the hubbub to her left won't affect her as much, or at all. 4 meters 12. That's her best of the day. 5th for her, and then 4th, Sara Fernandez Roldan, who at one stage was a centimetre away from bronze. Not so much now.
So Fernandez Roldan with her final attempt. It won't count. It's a foul. So she'll have to be content with a season best of 4:92 that came on her 3rd jump. Oh, that's tight, isn't it? It was a foul, though. The rules are the rules are the rules. Fernandez Roldan, last 2 jumps, both fouls, 4:92 at best. She'll finish outside the medals, which means we have a straight shootout for the top 3. Between Kanyuk, this lady, Muller Rotgard, and Sara Martinez. It will be Muller Rotgard to go next. Now she's got to reach 5:43 is the mark she's going to have to get to. Season best on a last of 5:06. 37 centimetres, nonetheless, to make up.
Lifetime best is 5:49. That would be good enough for gold, but lifetime best is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Needs it now. She's only previously won a European bronze in the long jump. This is the result of her career, so long as she's not overtaken by Kanya. And those are the bare facts. She has no more say as to whether she wins silver or not. It is not an improvement, but still 4:78 is good. 5:06. Her only mark over 5 metres, but at the moment that's going to be silver for her. So go with the gold in the 100 metres. Kanyuk going for silver now, or gold, currently in third. At first glance, unlikely.
Well, she needed a couple of centimetres. Well, Rodgart slightly ahead. Judging by that,
no joy.
Enough.
It's actually the first time that I can see in a European Championship she's finished outside the top 2. It is bronze for Kanya, and that means Martinez, for the third European Championships in a row, is the European champion. This is the lap of honour for her. Müller-Rothgart with the silver for Germany. That's a good feat. Won it by 2 centimetres. Everybody behind Martinez here. Wants to give the crowd something to shout about right at the end. She's actually not that far off the championship record. But when she won the title 2 years ago in Grosseto, she was a centimetre off that championship record set in Assen in the Netherlands 15 years ago. I wonder if she's done something terrific there. With the naked eye, you just can't tell. 5:42 her best of the day up to this point. She has won the gold. Great celebrations between her and Müller-Rothgart. And will she have more to celebrate now with the final attempt? It's a family affair. It's 5:31 to wrap up. Sara Martinez, the European champion for the third time. And for the first time, Katrin Müller-Rothgart gets a European silver in the long jump.
it's been quite a 24 hours for Müller-Rothgart. For Sara Martinez and family, it's been quite a 4 years. 3 titles in a row. And why wouldn't you celebrate?
And the family, I think, now of an age to appreciate, some of them at least, just what this means. Katrin Müller-Rothgart likewise. That's got to be the first lap of honour that these children have enjoyed.
Well, the youngster's not really enjoying the lap of honour. Handed off. Maybe another couple of years yet. There is the confirmation that Sarah Martinez has won the women's long jump T12. Muller Rottgart of Germany, a season best in second. And in third place, Anna Kunyuk of Belarus.
So let's go to the men's club throw. This is F32, and it is the 3 times world, 3 times Paralympic champion for Poland, Maciej Social from Koszalin. All 6 throws coming at once. This F32. That is a solid throw over 30 meters. It's a very heavily restrictive coordination impairment category. The lower the last digit, the more the impairment. And that's a terrific throw. That's a gold medal winning throw.
Well, he holds the world and European F32 records. So Social. He's given that some. Great rivalry with Great Britain's Stephen Miller over the years. The 31.12, a winning throw surely. The winning throw it is for Maciej Social, 31.12. Stephen Miller finishes in the silver medal position with Discus of Greece in third. There is the winner.
Interviewed mid-celebration. Maciej Social. Para sport gets terrific attention in Poland as well.
Well, he set the European record 2 years ago. He was a long way off that. It doesn't matter though. Gold is gold. First over the line.
So there's one other event, the men's shot put F54. It's going to go on for a long time yet, so we can only update you on the situation that Alex Kisi is our leader. It's a points competition as well, by the way. He's thrown 8 minutes 17. He leads on 910 points. Second for Serbia, Drzenko Mitrovic, who's thrown further. Different category, different points, 848. And currently in third for Austria, Georg Tischler of Austria, 816 points. We'll update you on the result a little bit later for the evening session. Glorious morning here. Congratulations to our 5 gold medalists for now. Maciej Social of Poland, Sarah Martinez of Spain, Maria Stamatula of Greece, Alexander Litvinenko of Ukraine, and Noel Lenihan of Ireland. It's been a terrific opening morning session and day 3 here in Berlin, these World Paralympics European Championships. And the large crowds here have enjoyed it as well. So let's look back at some of the main moments of the day. Noel Lenihan in that discus.
World record broken twice by the lady from North Cork in Ireland.
Well, what a series she's having, 31.65.
$32.95. The winning throw for Noel Lenihan.
She's actually on a school book, would you believe, a secondary school book. She's on the front cover. I believe she's a Gael Gore, an Irish language speaker. Another world record, 32.95. And they're going to have to update the school books now to include this. Double European champion, 2016 and 2018.
And into the circle for her final throw. She's had 2 world
Great
records. She is the
entertainment in the long jump as well, with the golds going to Spain. And earlier to Ukraine, first major championship for Alexander Litvinenko. 2 championship records in the opening rounds, 5:41 and 5:48.
And he took that from the man who finished in second place, Roman Pavlich.
It's not as far
His
as
compatriot.
2 world records in 6 throws and European champion.
The winning jump for him coming in the third round. This here in the women's shot put.
Maria Stamatula was the last to throw, and that championship record, 6:34, means she's top of the podium again, the former world champion.
And there we had some controversy in the 100-meter heats. Descarega Pujdeval won it, but he was later disqualified.
27, also die erste Medaille schon für Deutschland.
Parejo Martha did go through, but that man Timothy Adolfo, when he won his heat in a championship record time. And as we saw a moment or two ago, Sershel in the club throw. Outlasting Great Britain's Stephen Miller. The current world #1. He's the Paralympic champion as well. Silver in the World Championships. He's the European champion. Again.
Well, the heat's continuing into the women's 200 metres. There was another disqualification for the athlete you see there, Alamar coming through in second place. Joanna Mazur getting the victory, 28:49. Victoria Carlson crossed the line third, but upgraded then to second because of Alamar's red card. That was for a tethering issue on the line. And there's only one, Katrin Muller-Rockgart, the 100 metres champion from last night. In the long jump here, she's never done better than bronze in the European competition previously, but up against Kanyuk and Martinez, who shared the last 3 European titles between them. Martinez, the last 2, and now it's a hat-trick for the Spaniard from Madrid. Martinez taking gold, 3rd championship in a row, but Muller-Rockgart the silver, Kanyuk the bronze. What a fantastic morning it's been, and there's more to come in 5.5 hours' time in the evening session here in Berlin. Until then, cheers.
tanzt auch vorher, die rüberkommt und den Gewinner